I guess we'll go and just kind of see if anyone's got anything to say. It doesn't look like it. But we will check. Who's this guy? Who are you, sir? What's that? You will salute me on command.
Nothing to report.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna freaking redo my power bonus here because that that defense drone just isn't very good. So we can do Carnage, which is like just a giant explosion. Marksman, probably not going to use. Proximity Mine, no. Decoy, I don't really think so. Defense drone, not very good. Hit an enemy with this energy pulse to inflict damage and to steal barrier and shield power. Might be a good one for people that have shields. We have no way to deal with that right now. Unless, well, overload is the only thing we have on that one. Let's see. Stasis, warp ammo, more damage to barriers and armor. That might be pretty good. Defense matrix. Purge the currents to restore shields. I don't know how that works. Fortification. Armor piercing ammo. Slam. I think we're gonna go energy drain. I think energy drain will be pretty good. Let's go ahead and purchase that. So now that should be there instead. Yeah, okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and upgrade this. Increase damage or impact radius. Let's go with damage. Okay, cool. We're all leveled up here. It's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's save it. Energy drain. Look, don't judge me. I took freaking the little combat defense drone at the beginning of the game because I thought it sounded cool. Turns out, it's not really that great.
One of the worst parts of this war is watching the kids react. If they're lucky, they grow up thinking the galaxy is basically a decent place. Some rough spots here and there, but for the most part, life makes sense. Now they find out it was all a lie. They wake up to see these things in the dark that just want to destroy everyone they ever cared about. If they survive, there'll be a lot of angry orphans out there looking for answers.
So the crew talks in this particular game are a lot better than the previous versions. Now, of course, there would be dialogue wheel options, and we could maybe learn a little bit more about it, but the fact that you don't have to deal with the dialogue stuff and hear the things that you've heard over and over again, at least you can go up to them, and then if they have anything new to say, they'll kind of just talk aloud.
A new notification is available on the private messages terminal.
Right, well, let's look at that. Oh my god, that's a lot. Okay, hang on.
It was odd to see an entire academy just for biotic children.
Don't Asari have biotic schools?
Every Asari school includes biotic training programs. It's basic education. Still, those children in the academy were very impressive. I'm sure Jack's proud.
Okay. It also makes this process go a lot quicker, too. Rothia notes. I'm not sure what to make of Javik. I approached him while we were traveling to a different system, but he wasn't very inclined to talk. What little he does say concerns the Reapers and our possible failure. Is he simply a soldier mourning his people, or is it a fundamental difference in our cultures? I don't know. Call from Kathleen Sanders. Or Kaylee? Kaylee Sanders? I don't know. I remember how it was pronounced. Hey Sanders, checking on the kids. How are they, Jack? Okay, so if she's talking about the kids, then she's on the ship then, yeah? I honestly don't remember. They'll do good. This is gonna be long. I kind of got crap to do. I wanted to tell you I persuaded some Alliance friends to part with that biotic amp you and the children were testing at Grism. You can pick it up on the Citadel. Damn, one of the L3X1s? You know how much stuff I could tear up with one of those installed? I had an idea. Look after yourself. Yeah. And hey, thanks. Email from Sanders to David Anderson. David, you won't get this for a while unless you find an extranet connection working on Earth. I've made it out to this weapon we're building. The device isn't even halfway complete, and it's the most breathtaking, complicated piece of technology I've ever seen. I wish you could see this thing we're creating. It gives me hope. Take care for my sake. May or may not be more romance involved between those two. I understand they're good friends, but I kind of get a little more than friends vibe. I don't know. Maybe she approached him and that was around the time that he was doing or getting ready to become like a Spectre and he wasn't interested. I don't know.
Breaking now. A city of 4 million blasted from orbit. Adelaide, Australia is no more.
What?
New footage from Earth reveals the Reaper's plans to attack large industrial centers. Which cities are next? Find out inside the battle space.
She sounds very excited when she speaks.
Cerberus stealthily strikes star system shield. No, glad I read that one out loud.
She-hole? Alright, the question is Jack in here?
Commander.
What's up, man? Jack, are you here? Closing my eyes. What the heck are you doing in here?
Commander, I was exploring your ship.
Find anything interesting?
One of your crew lived in this space. There are traces of anger.
That was Jack. Anger was her specialty.
Traces of her pain are still present. I'm told she sought revenge against Cerberus when she was here. A goal you helped fulfill. I hope you will do the same for me. At least I have better quarters. During our fight against the Reapers, we had no time for teaching the young anything but war.
Very interesting that he's down in here.
Only the foolish mourn the loss of innocence. It is inevitable. The galaxy has never rewarded the naive. Commander.
So, confirmed, Jack is not aboard the Normandy here, I don't think. We'll go check the cargo hold, and then we got the shuttle bay to check, but I don't think she's in here. Shuttle bay. Right. I don't see... what's his face? Okay, let's take off that stupid scope on our SMG here. Scope. Heat sink. Every round has a 25% chance of not using up the thermal clip. Yeah, okay, let's do that. That seems pretty good. Eviscerator. We only have those two mods. Why do you only have one mod on this here? It's weapon stability, increase rounds, increase accuracy on a scope. I think we'll take weapon stability. Okay. We need to find more mods that add like weight to it or whatever. Remington says, when I wondered about convoluted reasons, I'll give Jack a pass. Hers seems like a decent excuse. Yeah. I guess. And then the fact that they are... So far, we've gotten, like, 2 new characters to join our squad. I mean, James is one of them, and then Javik, and then there may or may not be more that happen along the way. And maybe they didn't want to give you, you know, all your same companions from Mass Effect 2 and just want to change it up a little bit, but I don't know. It's kind of interesting because I was thinking she was gonna be here, but I honestly did not remember. What do you got to say?
That Jack is a mean SOB, but kind of hot. If you like that sort of thing.
Whoa, James. You got the hots for Jack, huh?
So, Anderson and Sanders. That's quite a couple. Huh.
Okay.
My dad's last name is Sanders. No relation. Hey.
Oh, there you go. Is there ever a reason to go, like, over here anymore? Keep thinking at some point they're gonna put, like, a ship model there or something. But being Shepard, you'd ask Jack to come along and help. You'd ask anyone from Mass Effect 2. It's nice to see they addressed that with legit reasoning. Yeah. That is true. We definitely would ask everyone. Armor. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have like stores and stuff here. Jack. Weapon upgrades. Okay. So I don't know what weapons I'm going to be like using for sure, but when we do find out, then we can upgrade them. I don't know like when we should start doing that, but that's also another reason why like we're not doing hardly any damage when we're firing weapons and stuff. Buy metagel. Metagel capacity, yes. That. A bunch of pistol upgrades. We haven't even used the pistol. Well, I think when we first started we did. But other than that, we did not. Inferno armor. Before I start buying stuff, I want to look at like the shops that we're going to see on the Citadel, I guess. Alright, let's talk to Cortez. How did I know this was
Everything
gonna be
okay
a
with the shuttle?
cutscene?
Just double checking the inertia dampener coils. Can be twitchy in these UT-47s. But don't worry, this bird's been rock solid.
Do you ever rest?
I always see you down here working your ass off. Ever take any downtime?
I get my sleep, Commander. Flying tired is nearly worse than flying drunk.
What about your waking hours? Any R&R?
I need to keep myself busy. Otherwise, well, too much time to think.
Okay. Well, don't work too hard, bud.
I appreciate your dedication, but I don't want to see you burn out.
I know my limits. I wouldn't take a chance with your life.
So before this war, you must have done something to relax.
Sure. I remember back when the Hawking was based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There was this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out. When I was alone, I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
You know, the reviews like that on the Citadel. Next time we're there, you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
I don't know. Maybe.
Ooh. It's your choice. Do it for me. I guess we'll say this because we'll get Paragon points for saying
Take
it.
some time off on the Citadel, Steve. As a favor to me.
I find it very hard to say no to you, Shepard.
As it should be.
Because I'm commander. Alright.
Commander, I feel terrible about leaving you on Grissom Academy like that.
Hey man,
I
it's
did
fine.
order you to leave.
Yeah, doesn't make me feel any better. I'm just glad it all worked out. Shuttle's primed for the next drop. Shuttle's primed for the next drop.
Alright. Well, alright then. Captain's cabin. Dallas is a hulking death machine with powerful somethings. We can get some fish up in here. Forward, thank you. Stephen Hackett from Sanders. Thank you, Stephen Hackett. Hi, Commander. I didn't have the time to thank you properly after you got us out of the academy, and Admiral Hackett agreed to send this your way. While my students are out on duty, I'm doing what I can to help with the Crucible. It's an amazing project, more advanced than anything I've ever seen before. Some of my more tech-minded kids are staying back to help out too and watching them work. It's the future, Commander. This project will inform human progress for generations, and they'll have you to thank for it. Nice. Boom. Boom. Oh, I wanted to see, like, what... Well, we'll do this the next time we go down on the Citadel, but I have alternate looks for some of the characters we have right now. Might be time to spice it up a little bit. Let's see. What kind of helmet did I get? N7 breather. Visor. Oh, no. Those are literally the same thing. Chest, Cerberus. Shield regeneration goes, but power damage goes up. Ah, man, we need that. Shoulders. Health boost goes down. Nope, not interested in that. Not interested in that either. Nope. I like that health boost too much. Pattern, color, tint. There's so many different colors. Alright, so that mission is done. We've got some Citadel stuff there. We've got this Cerberus Lab to do. Is this DLC or is it not? Hang on. Let's see. I hate it how every time I open the stupid web browser in Origin, it takes me to the Mass Effect 3 website. Like, what? Why? N7 Cerberus Lab. You can only bring blank on this mission. Really? Let's go ahead and do this. This seems pretty short. Before we have to do so much stuff on the Citadel, there's going to be a lot of talking, probably. Let's have some more fun. Let's go ahead and do this right here. N7 Cerberus Lab. The Alliance has discovered a new Cerberus laboratory located on Sanctum. Investigate the lab and deal with any potential threat. Let's go ahead and do that. Is there a codex entry on this? On Sanctum? I think it might be underneath this here. Let's go ahead and read this real quick. Sanctum is known for the freezing ice storms which sweep across its poles and temperate zones, with only a thin strip of habitable land along the equator. Because of those harsh living conditions, Sanctum attracts only the most gruff and hardy, from miners to mercenaries to company men. Mining, referred to as ice cracking, anywhere but the equator, is the backbone of Sanctum's economy. The planet is rich in platinum and palladium deposits, as well as boron, which is locally used in semiconductor doping. Doping? Drugs, man. Sanctum's corporate factions have learned that Cerberus is involved in the planet's finances. Systems Alliance intelligence agents. Every time those two are back together, I have to say it slow. Embedded within the corporate strata are quietly urging the companies to confront Cerberus directly. But so far, financial bickering has kept Sanctum's major stakeholders from acting against the elusive man. Dun, dun, dun. Remington says, "Don't laugh at science words." I apologize. All the scientists out there. It's just sometimes I see words and I just like, I either can't say them or I say them and it just seems odd to me. But then again, I am not a scientist. And the fact that I have trouble reading aloud is also a thing too. Bum, 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 bum. So does this... Let's go to the thing again. Let's go. All right, you know what? Screw this. I'm not using a stupid... not using the stupid in-game browser anymore. What system was this called? Vetus. I'm your Vetus. Okay, so there is nothing here to scan. Okay, good. That's what I was wanting to know. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so let's go have some more fun. Sigurd's Cradle, Cerberus Lab. I wonder if I should do, like, when I stream, I have a window open, and every time I Alt-Tab, then maybe you guys would see what I'm looking at, like if I'm looking up something on the wiki or something. That way you guys can see, and it's not confirmed. And it's not just, you know, uh-oh, Reaper's alertness has now popped up because we're scanning in a Reaper zone. That way you guys can see what I'm looking at and read along if you want. I don't know how that's gonna work. Wait. Yeah, there we go. Javelin missile launchers? Anybody remember that Batarian mission from Mass Effect 2 that we did? That was kind of cool. Alright, so there's one more thing to scan here, but I'm not going to do it because the more you scan, the Reapers will be alerted, and then they'll come into the system and chase us, and if we get caught, something happens, and then we have to like basically do a mission or two in order to like come back to this without being harassed by Reaper stuff. So I don't know. Bum, 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 bum. I'd say don't bother. You don't do it too often. It might be spoilery. Yeah, that is true. That is a good point. Guy Fury says, I got to go, dude. Been cool hanging here. See you tomorrow, man. All right, Guy Fury. We'll see you tomorrow, bud. Thanks for hanging out.
I found something.
What'd you find, Edie? Dun, 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 dun. It is 3:40 my time. Not too bad. Credits recovered. Nice. So not only can we find things for side missions, we can find war assets, we can find credits. We've already seen fuel. So it's a pretty good idea to start scanning for things here. This is probably fuel, I bet. Yeah. There we go. Pretty cool. I kind of prefer the way that you have to scan in this game compared to the previous ones. It's going to be less tedious to have to do this for our 100% run here. Sanctum is proof of the old spacer adage. Just because it's a guarded world doesn't mean it's a picnic. Okay? Freezing ice storms cover the poles and temperate zones, leaving a narrow strip of habitable land at the equator. Dry but windy, this area is home to Sanctum's minimal terrestrial plant life. The planet has yet to develop land-based animals, though invertebrates grow quite large in its pelagic seeds. Or pelagic? I don't know. Yeah, we've already known about that. Carbon dioxide's level on Sanctum can reach 5,000 parts per million during thermal inversions. Travelers should carry a breath mask at all times. Piracy is at a 14-year global high on Sanctum. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this Cerberus Lab here. Let me take him. He's got different appearances too. Oh, he's only got 2. So let's take him. And this is the first time we're going to see him in battle. Vengeful Ancient. That sounds sick. Let's take Liara with us. We probably will love this. What kind of appearances does she have? That's like some... That looks more like power armor. That's kind of like, hey, I'm just this is comfortable but stylish. That looks like Samara. And that's like a little renegade-y. Let's go with this red look. I want to see what that looks like. That looks kind of cool. Remington says, you know, if it's not 100% if you don't get caught by the Reapers. We'll definitely see how that happens at some point. For sure. Definitely try it out. Fire rate, damage, accuracy. The fire rate goes down though. Indicator. That seems OP. This particle rifle seems OP. But then it's like it's not doing a lot of damage, to be honest. Let's have him use this for now. Put stuff on it too. Weapon stability and a little more damage. And just pistol out for this one. And then let's go with Liara's. Blood Pack Punisher. I think that's fine. This one's fine. Get that stupid scope off there. We don't need that. Learn my lesson. We're not gonna put scopes on those type of weapons. Assault rifle, it might be fine, but on an SMG, yeah, I don't think so. All right, we're good. And then I gotta put a whole bunch of points into Javik. Okay, so let's see what his abilities do, because I've never used him. I've never seen him in battle, so I don't know.